Hi, my name is Erica Bowman. I'm coming to you with a teaching today called The Faithful Servant. It's taken from Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. You could read the parable of the talents, but I just want to take one verse out of that. We've all been taught and heard different messages concerning the parable of the talents. But I just want to use Matthew chapter 25, verse 21. His Lord saith unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Okay, now when we raise our kids, we reward more responsibility with obedience. When our children get to a certain age, we expect them to have reached a certain level of responsibility and maturity from the things that we have taught them. And we test them, and according to their obedience or their faithfulness, it means the same thing. We trust them, and then we give them more responsibility. The more they show their maturity and that they're responsible, the more we trust them with more responsibility. And just like us, God does the same thing. He teaches us and He gives us a certain level of trust and responsibility. He puts that in us. He teaches us from the time we get saved and give our hearts to Him. And the more we obey Him, the more He gives us more to do because He trusts us with more responsibility. When we obey Him, we're showing Him that we're responsible, not just that we're obedient, So my question to you is, have you came to a standstill in your walk with God? Do you feel like you're not growing? Ask yourself this question. Are you being obedient or faithful with what God's told you to do? And it's not just about being used in gifts and prophecy, being used in different ways. It could be something as simple as just reading the Word. Reading the Word is very important, very important. It could be just praising God. It doesn't necessarily have to be anything big, and it may seem like, well, I know I read the Bible. I've heard people say, well, I read the Bible, I just, But God wouldn't tell you to do something without a good reason. And I know we all have busy lives and stuff, but reading the Word's very important. And I'm just, that's just an example. There's different things that, God could be telling us to do, and it could be something that seems totally out of left field. But, maybe that's God testing us to see if we're obedient, Doesn't necessarily mean, that sometimes it's not about the thing that God tells us to do. It's about being obedient, and He tests us to see. And because He knows if He tells us to do something and we do it, then He knows that if He trusts us with something bigger to do, then we'll be obedient. We'll be obedient, and He can trust us to be obedient. And we obey our parents because we love and respect them. And so let's do the same for God. And, that's it. It's just a little teaching that God gave me to do, and I don't know why, but I want to be obedient to what God has me do. So anyways, God bless you, and have a great day.